Yo, we Ghana for me say the kidnapping matter and a case, that has to do with some two Ghanaian women. Amukopimo Nigeria, all because of the fact that they wanted to make life easier for them, but in a different way. Unsa these two women na yebe hu omu viral video social media na che say na e ase fem because me kai video na me hwe video obi maame me de minim so onye obi maame dia but maame we nyi pe maame penyimu she will be in her early 40s or mid 30s and then being subjected to this inhumane treatment by this Nigerian men. What he has here, this Nigerian men deceived this Ghanaian women into letting them believe that they are white men. And in the first instance, they met on social media. I mean, I don't know whether the guys reached out to these two Ghanaian women, Mudinde, Anastasia, Anastasia, Anastasia Baidoo Arthur, and Evelyn Konadu. They met them through social media, Facebook. I don't know whether it is these Nigerian men who reached out to them. Or I said, DM or first, and then they made it look like they are white people. And Ochomo said, listen, I am in Nigeria. Come to Nigeria. These people are not Nigerians. They are not white people. Can you imagine? It's who Ghanaian no Anastasia no. Who I will say when ya Bruni be ebe ware no asesa abarabo. Na Bruni no say Opobi awade no oye Nigerian no o Nigeria no ope so ware bibini na African so our Nigeria African Nigerian girls be bebre no mo no ontimi fo bia ware ana won the way ya dream eya wo se wenya obroni bi a obeba ware na che se enche bia no obefa wakọ abrochiri amanone na wakọ bo obra wan dream se se me oyo broni na oyeyi ade no odi ombra Ghana mpoe oka kire wo se bo modern ne bodom pem le be pie mu Nigeria nti okopie mu no ye fa no itam no se bra enu ni se afidi they are using her to siphon money from families and loved ones. According to a police report, I mean, I will play the video for you. Now, according to police report, this two women, Omubusia for any loved ones had sent 5,000 Ghana cedis, 10,000, 3,000, 8,000, and all that. You say, hey, enyezo. She say, this sikan elbow mame no. Moje tu mame na. She say, this sikan elbow mercilessly. Where we your bema nanke musomri because we call your bao. And your ba mo try naked na say enye kura. Enye I'll be so disappointed if we say Uncle Busheni, like I'll be so disappointed like I too thinking say obi say you broni na oso opel na okay wo ehfa only US impo wo Nigeria na Nigeria for no na munye bibi fo na nka waka say okay ne sadia why don't you take a Nigerian? Oh, Obaka say, oh no, I have seen Nigerian girls here, but I like you and all that. Nti wo susu ofaka. Onu so nimbi okra yi se oko voter regi. Oko hu, okra busu afo se oko hu. Enu no say omehu video a akwane oti akonyomu a ya cheni na oka se hwe yansen liska na omo de nkwa betwa so. Hey! Charlie, listen. What is this? All the name of love or sikinibre? Mumen jadi sadie no. Mumen jadi sadie no. Intinu Ghana police aya de pa. Se omutimi ekosonko ofonimu in collaboration with the Nigerian police and the Ghana Signals Bureau. So I mean this is something. This is something we must commend the Ghana police and the Nigeria police for accosting and apprehending these perpetrators. And to me, if you ask me, these three people, they should spend 25 years each in jail. 25 years each in jail. Maybe I'll prefer them being extradited to Ghana in Sawom because I had them who could Ghana because we are foreigner. Now ya chu ne du could in Sawoma. Not to say nyan di wasem you. I just say Nigeria for na umusia for na already. And you know what? They were collaborating with Ghanaians. Some of them, they were collaborating with Ghanaians and they were using people's Momo numbers and all that. I mean, if the police details what happened, it will shock you. What really happened, what went into all it will you'll be baffled. You'll be so overwhelmed and shocked. So listen, let's listen to Ghana police as they give blow by blow account of how these Nigerian men were able to outsmart our Ghanaian women. What a pity. What a pity. Outsmart our Ghanaian women and then almost took their life just because these women thought say, you know, maybe nkɔfoɔ no twa pictures send about 4 pictures in mom, so this is me and all that. So you believed. Why don't you marry a Nigerian woman there if you really you want? Because I say no, I say my papa can say wa no. Until Nigeria for no more don't me wo bia wo. And I say ope Ukraine or Nigeria on me ba Ghana. I'm a foul. Jimmy sir, Jimmy. Where I was Prophet Kofi Odu a car found. I'm charging Kofi Odu to speak about this matter. Prophet Kofi Odu, like he should go and read, understand the nitty-gritties of this issue, how things unfolded. Nothing to amount fofu because he's a loud mouth, and when he speaks, it goes far, and then people look up to him, and or very influential. And just okan amount beti. Yentie dear, Ghana Police can now. Please do not forget to subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell, and I will see you again in the next video.
So for the first case, the kidnapping case, as we recently brought to your attention, a collaboration between the Ghana Police Service and the Nigeria Police Force, with support from the National Signals Bureau, resulted in the rescue of 2 Ghanaian women, Anastasia Baidoo and Evelyn Konadu, who had been kidnapped in Nigeria. 8 people have so far been arrested in connection with the case. 5 of the suspects were arrested here in Ghana, and the remaining 3 were arrested in Nigeria. Details of the case are as follows. On 25th April 2025, the Missing Persons Unit of the Ghana Police Service received a complaint from a relative of Anastasia Baidoo that on 22nd April 2025 at about 0900 hours, the victim left home and traveled to Hohoi for a routine medical checkup, but did not return. However, on 24th April 2025, they received a video of the victim with a message indicating that she had been kidnapped to Nigeria, and the kidnappers were demanding a ransom of 500,000 Ghana cedis. On 30th April 2025, a relative of another victim, Evelyn Konadu, reported at the Missing Persons Unit with an extract of occurrence from Regional CID, Kibi, and reported of her kidnapping as well. She indicated to the police that on 22nd April 2025, at about 16:45 hours, the family received a video showing victim tied up to a chair in a room, telling them that she had been lured to Nigeria and kidnapped and thus needed their help. The kidnappers demanded a ransom of 500,000 Ghana cedis. A phone number registered in the name Bukari Danladi was provided to them for the payment of the ransom, and that she had paid 5,000 cedis through the said number in advance. Later, another payment of 8,000 cedis was made to another number registered in the name Barikisu Mohammed. Investigations immediately commenced following the receipt of the first complaint. A team of experts comprising officers from the Cybercrime Unit, Missing Persons Unit, Anti-Armed Robbery Unit, and the Police Intelligence Unit, with assistance from the National Signals Bureau, worked around the clock to get to the bottom of this case. A review of the videos on both victims revealed that the 2 videos were taken at the same location. The same amount of ransom was demanded, and the mobile money number provided for the payment of ransom was also the same. Police commenced a manhunt for persons in possession of some phone numbers which had featured in the investigation and registered in the names of Bukari Danladi, Amalbio Alfred, Alimatu Salifu, and Mama Mahaseni Matei. On 29th April 2025, the police arrested suspect Alfred Amalbio, who recounted that he was not directly involved in the crime, but mentioned one titles Imba Awuni, who had used his Ghana card details and that of his brother Akobia Sunday to register their SIM cards and sold them out to the Nigerians without their consent. On 1st May 2025, the Upper East Regional Police Intelligence Department arrested 4 suspects, namely Christian Emeka, 27, Basil Okonkwo, 29, both Nigerians, titles Imba Awuni, 25, and Amalbio Alfred, 21, both Ghanaians, at Bolgatanga, and escorted them to the CID headquarters for further investigation. On 2nd May 2025, personnel from Headquarters Police Intelligence Department arrested suspect Mama Mahase Nimate 33 at Teshin. 3 suspects, namely Peter Okoye, age 31, Polinos Chidokwe, age 35, and Chinonso Okafo, age 35, were arrested in Port Harcourt, Onitsha, Nigeria, and the victims rescued from them. At this time, steps are being taken to receive the victims from the Nigeria Police Force. After the interrogation of the suspects, it came to light that suspect Titus Imba Awuni, who is a mobile money agent in Bolgatanga, the suspect had links with one Abdul Mubarak Zakaria, an employee of one of the telecommunication companies, who has allegedly given him his official login credentials and also forwards a one-time PIN for 2-factor verification to him, which he uses to log into the SIM registration app of the telecom company to register subscriber SIM cards with other people's Ghana card details without their consent and sell same at 150 Ghana cedis each. Suspect Emeka Christian told police that in April 2025, he invited suspect Basil Okonkwo from Nigeria to Ghana to assist him to do business and gather money to perform his father's funeral. He added that one Peter Okoye called him and requested his mobile money number to receive some money. He forwarded his MTN number to him, and thereafter he was informed by suspect Peter that he had kidnapped some Ghanaian ladies who are with him in Nigeria. Hence, he will use his mobile money accounts to collect the ransom, which he obliged. Later, Peter Okoye called that he needed an additional mobile money number for the same purpose. He then went to Titus Imba Awuni again and bought another SIM registered in the name of Alfred Amalbio and forwarded same to Peter Okoye. He claimed in all he received 5,000 cedis, another 5,000 cedis, and another 3,200 Ghana cedis, totaling 13,200 Ghana cedis through MTN number 053-663-0088. Out of the amount, he took 900 Ghana cedis for himself, 150 Ghana cedis for transfer charges, and then he transferred the balance of 12,250 Ghana cedis to the said Peter Okoye through a phone number registered in the name Mama Mahase Nimate. The money was then converted to Naira and sent into a Nigerian bank account provided by suspect Peter Okoye, bearing the name Cecilia Williams. Upon the arrest of suspects Christian Emeka and Basil Okonkwo, both Nigerians, the Ghana Police Service was able to establish the identity and true address of suspect Peter Okoye, who had custody of the victims. These details were then shared with Interpol Nigeria, and they aided in the tracking and arrest of the 3 suspects, Peter Okoye 31, Polinos Chidokwe 35, Chinonso Okafo 35, in Port Harcourt, Onitsha in Nigeria. The 2 victims, Anastasia, Baidoo, Atta, and Evelyn Konadu, were then rescued. Suspects Peter Okoye and Christian Emeka, both Nigerians, indicated to police that they were in Ghana in the year 2019 to work with QNet. They left Ghana for Nigeria in 2020, but Christian Emeka returned to Ghana in June 2024. Peter Okoye, Christian Emeka, and Basil Okonkwo are all Nigerians. They were into romance scam both in Ghana and in Nigeria. They operate through their Facebook and other social media handles. These suspects met the 2 victims, Anastasia, Baidoo, Atta, and Evelyn Konadu, through their Facebook accounts. Suspects posed as white men who wanted to marry the victims. The 2 unsuspecting victims became convinced, accepted the marriage proposal. The suspects then lured them to Nigeria, and the victims traveled separately but ended up at the same location on the same day on 22nd of April 2025. On reaching the location in Nigeria at Port Harcourt, Onitsha, Peter Okoye and his 2 accomplices kidnapped them. The 3 suspects stripped the 2 victims naked, tied them up, assaulted them with cutlasses, threatened to kill them with a knife, wrapped them in an orange bedsheet with their heads covered with black polythene, and threatened to hang them with a nylon rope. All these violent acts perpetrated against the victims were recorded on video, disseminated on social media, and also a copy was sent to the victims' families with a demand for ransom of 500,000 cedis from each of the victims' families. A total of 18,000 Ghana cedis was paid to various phone numbers from the families. As of today, both suspects and victims are with the Nigerian authorities, and efforts are being made to transport the victims to Ghana and also extradite the suspects to Ghana to assist investigations. At the moment, information received from our counterparts in Nigeria indicates that both victims are fine and they have received routine medical checks. Further updates will be communicated when the victims are received in Ghana and we are able to listen to them and hear their side of the story. At this juncture, on behalf of the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Christian Tete Yonu, and the entire police administration, I wish to use this opportunity to commend all our officers who worked on this case. I would also like to thank the Nigeria Police Force and the National Signals Bureau of Ghana for their invaluable support. The success achieved in this case underscores the critical need for enhanced interagency cooperation as well as cross-border cooperation, because in all of this, we win when we work together. While we celebrate our success stories, it is also a good time to call on all of us to exercise extreme caution when we are online, so as not to fall victim to fraudsters who take undue advantage of unsuspecting persons. Do not believe everything you see, hear, or read online. As always, be on the lookout for scammers and fraudsters who seek every opportunity to prey on your innocence, ignorance, or